Welcome to episode number 16 of the Arbitrage Radio podcast. I did it 2 weeks in a row. And we're also live with our free Discord. If you want to go check it out because it's free for now. But as I've thought about it, it may not be free forever. It's free, and then it's not free, and then it's free, and then it's not free. Snip, snap, snip, snap. James, what's up with you?
Nothing, man. We're just chugging along as usual, chilling, buying stuff, selling stuff.
I have news.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right.
What do you have news on?
You're gonna love this. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get an exact number. Drum roll, please. Are you on the new Walmart seller app?
I've had it.
Have you? Okay. Yeah. I've had the beta, but everybody can get it now, right? It's like
only iPhone.
Oh, on the iPhone. Okay.
Yeah. Which is annoying because my mom and I are both Android, so I can have the app, but she can't have it because it's beta and only in one account, and it's like you had to sign up with your Google account or send them your Google account for them to give you access on Android, so it's like this whole like convoluted thing.
Why do you have an Android?
Because iPhones are lame.
That's really terrible. I think less of you now. I
don't care.
I rose in my seat in my own superiority. As you told. Okay, all right. Here's the news. I sent out WFS shipments. 26 units, 31 units, 4 units, 36 units. That's all. But I sent them to WFS.
Look at the screen.
His news is he really is not part-time. Hey, AJ.
AJ's got jokes.
We need to bring AJ back on and pick her. I was just talking to her on Instagram. No, I am part-time, and I feel so on on the right path with it too. Like I think in my mind a mistake that I've made is putting every second, if any spare second I would work on the business, and instead doing it this way, it's kind of like you have this many hours, go get what you can, like here's what you need to have done, but it has to be in the container of these hours only, not you don't have forever to do it. You have to do it and like putting that demand on myself is like it's been like really great.
I'm curious then if you're finding success with that, doing it 25 hours a week. If you did the same thing but did I'm capping my hours at 40, would you feel the same way while still be able to do the UGC stuff to the extent that you're doing it?
I don't know. I had a really, really good day yesterday and today. It feels right to be like. I think really what all it is. I think it's just clocking out. I'm not working on my business right now. I've kind of found this new mindset, and maybe it'll wear off, and I'll be unhappy again next week. In that way. But just clocking out of the business. I'm not doing it. And if I do feel the need to put more time in, on because some of the stuff I'm doing is not sustainable at all to keep it part-time. I'm gonna have to hire people, or I'm gonna have to move to WFS, and or more that way. But having, and I'm still working a lot. I'm still doing a lot on the UGC side, but I don't know. There's something about just turning it off, just hanging up your apron, and you still get excited when a sale comes in, you hear the ding, or you check your sales or whatever, but you're not on all the time, doing that stuff. So
yeah.
But maybe, it's Q3, baby. We're talking. It's not. I guess it's not yet, but it's about to be.
In 4 days, it will be.
Yeah, and it's about that time. We're about to start talking about Halloween bolos. We're about to start talking about back to school stuff. We're about to start talking about pre-Christmas, Christmas talks. There's going to be opportunity, where I'm gonna say I could make a lot more money if I just give up this foolish part-time talk, and maybe I will. I'm cool with that. Wherever it goes. But the plan for me, right now is about part-time with retail arbitrage, thrifting, reselling, just in general, whatever that looks like. And then just capping it, and then spending the rest of the time working on some of the stuff. And this isn't a UGC podcast, so I won't talk about that stuff because it's kind of cool. To give you some frame, I got a brand that's sending me a $70 product, and I'm getting paid $100 to make a video, and then I get to keep the product, and that's sustainable as heck. It's literally somebody giving me a product to resell, and then they're just like, hey man, we make a video on it and you can just have it. Oh, also we're gonna send you $100. I don't know, that's
if you could get 10 to 20 of those a week, right? You're already at your quote unquote reselling income, right?
Yeah.
Plus you have the product, which then you could sell on eBay, right? Or local, or in your store. So you have that ability. And how long does those videos actually take you to make, right? Maybe half an hour, at most an hour. If you're really going highbrow content, your cost per hour, or your wage per hour, right, is really high because the input is really low.
There's no risk. There's no risk. Worst case, the brand says, hey, I don't like this video, you have to make another one, or whatever. But my wife and I were talking, it's how many brands are there in the United States, and then how many new brands are there going to be in the United States made just the rest of this year? It's a really, really big number. Yeah. And all of those people are looking for marketing. And so setting yourself up and having a system to get them to send you free product, and do an Amazon shoppable video, and then do a TikTok video, and then do a regular UGC video where they're going to run meta ads. It's a cool business. So, but that's not what we're here to talk about. This is the Walmart Seller Podcast.
It's not. This is Arbitrage Radio.
For real, even if you sucked at UGC, I could make a really good case that you should do UGC just to get free product. Literally, I could give you, in 45 seconds, I could tell you how to just start getting free product sent to your house without any followers on any platforms. Look at James. James currently has, 107 followers on all platforms. Speaking of, hey, go follow him. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'll look right now.
This is a running joke. I'm not.
I haven't posted in forever. It's been months.
Come on, bro. You gotta post. You gotta get.
I don't care. Though. That's the thing. I legit just don't.
James is low key the bigger eBay seller than.
So. How many units did you say you sent to WFS?
26, 31, 4, and 36. So.
What is this for, man? You're killing yourself on 4.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't even remember what it was. Let's see. I think it must have been a big item.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
What's your average item? Or what's your average unit per shipment?
I actually haven't calculated that out before.
This is I know what this is. It's like a product that's big like that, and I just put 4 in a box because I just had I had a perfect size box for it. So
if it's oversized too, you can't send it to the same place, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it was 9 pounds, and I paid $4.99. So still
pretty good.
That's not bad. That's that's still pretty good about it. So.
We sent 712 last week.
Bro, that's crazy. Oh man, what am I doing here? Okay, fire me.
I don't know, man.
Fire me and go. Go. Let's. AJ, are you still on here? Will you come host the show with James, who's a real seller? That's amazing.
Yeah, she's still here. She's throwing some shade.
700. What did I say wrong?
712.
What platform did I say? I don't even remember.
You called it the Walmart Sellers Podcast.
Oh yeah, that's funny. 700 units.
Yeah, 11 cents a unit, 24 cents a pound.
Bro, 700. Do you keep up with how much potential revenue that is per? No, but you know your ASP. I know your ASP, so it's like we could do some simple math. Like 700. That's 4,000 in sales or something. Is that right?
They changed where your ASP is. I don't like that.
Don't dodge the question, you rich reseller. I sent in 698 Monday. Oh my gosh, I've missed the boat here. What am I doing with my life? Uh-oh.
You're funny, man. I hear you just fine.
Okay, I'm good.
Don't whoa man me.
I hit a... Okay, so hot takes. We got, let's see. Actually, before we do hot takes, what anybody on here that's live with the group, ask some questions if you want. What do you want to know? Well, I'll tell you. Hey, I can see the chat. All right, hold on.
My total units this year is 16,886.
Bro, that's crazy.
And my average cost per unit is 13 cents, 24 cents a pound across everything for the whole year so far.
698 Monday. AJ says iPhone ! Okay. Yes. Thank you. That's 2 out of 3. Which, by the way, me and her in like the 90% majority of the world. But anyways, yeah, if you're on here and you want to ask a question, go ahead and do that. 16,000 units.
If you're not sending to WFS, you're doing it wrong.
That's your hot take?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean...
Telefulfilled is broken.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the pilot program for whatever, which they just updated today. AJ actually shared that in the group. So for those unaware, they changed it. So they're in phase 2 of the lost in transit lost after delivery claims, where they're just changing what they're doing, and there's an automated claims process, so you don't have to do it yourself for lost in transit for FedEx, UPS, USPS, and lost after delivery for FedEx only, with a $100 claim limit. And it's automatic for that stuff, and there's a whole new dashboard for it as well, so it'll help with people being on top of that, which is really good. I'm not in the program because I do 0 seller fulfilled on Walmart. I send absolutely everything in, so I would take advantage of it if I was in it, though.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I didn't see it come through earlier. That's interesting. Yeah,
it's really good.
I don't think I'm gonna do FBM at all on Walmart, because like if
it's not worth your time if you're contributing 25 hours a week.
Yeah, like
that's
packing orders.
5 hours a week of just packing orders.
Easily,
why would you do that? Like easily, but like for me, that's especially when we get into Q4. Like, yeah, FBM is going to be the play, I think, for a lot of the toys, like it usually is. But even then, I'm still going to probably try to push them on Amazon over Walmart, just for particular
velocity,
data and velocity and all that. But if you want your stuff in now, and especially because Walmart Plus Week is coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Somebody else was talking about that. You want your stuff in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I think Walmart is doing the math too. They're like, hey, all these people don't want to do FBM because we suck. And we're about to go into the biggest, FBM season, Q4, the magic unicorn of reselling. So, like, maybe this would be good. I don't know. Who knows what I'll do. But I think WFS.
It's better. It better be packs and boxes. That's what it better be.
Yeah, like it's definitely more predictable. Like having to pack it and send it into WFS is a task, but it's not as like discombobulated of a task as fulfilling FBM orders as they come in with a time limit. And then
especially because you can have your VA do all the listing and converting for you already. All you have to do is build the shipment. And if you set it up, not to toot my own horn, if you set it up how we have it set up, where your UPC is the SKU of your product, it's so easy to add items.
Yeah, I agree.
The only downside is we do a lot of non-UPC match listings just because of how we do stuff. So we have a full rack usually every week of just like stuff I have to sticker. Yeah. So that's going to be annoying, but
if it's worth it, it's worth it. So yeah. The VA trick or the VA tip is huge. Let's see. I only do it now when I'm trying to do only.
Seller fulfilled.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Amen, get a VA." Well,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like literally adding in items to Walmart used to be like a really big stressor, on us, because it's like it's a boring task, and it's like there's it takes a minute.
And if you're not Excel proficient, it's difficult to do it in mass.
Exactly. So, having a VA that is trained to do that, they go in. All I do is I pull up my Google sheet, and then I just boom, 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 hit the products, and then they do everything else. And when I'm ready to pack, or add an inventory, I just come in the next day, and I think that's a great tip. I wonder if that's what they're doing with Inventory Falcon. I wonder if it's something. I haven't used it at all. But
supposedly it adds it and then converts it right away. I don't think it's VA. I think it's AI.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff on the back end, but
I mean that's a cool concept. I wonder. I need to revisit that because I probably have access.
You
to
have it.
Yeah,
right?
I have it. I have the full suite. Yeah. So
then you probably have it, and a lot of people are like turning to that because I'm pretty sure it also does like cost of goods management stuff as well.
Sweet.
So you could potentially get a lot more, inventory lab-esque numbers.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've ever really used that before, but we use it for just like keeping a track of replenish on Amazon and like, are we making money on our SKUs? So
yeah,
it would be the same way for Walmart, just a little different.
My hot take is that I think the community glamorizes quitting your job and being a full-time reseller. And like I really thought I did something when I thought it was great. I think that you should view, especially doing like volume like you guys are, like I think you should view it as like a machine that like more of like an alternative investment. Doing the actual work is like actual work. And so, like, there's not, like, working for yourself is great, but, like, there's all kinds of ways to work for yourself. Like, I don't know. I think there's a guy in the Bolo club that works a great job. He has a great 9 to 5, and then he just does OA to prep, and he outsources the sourcing, and then he outsources the fulfillment into Amazon. I don't know if he does Walmart or not, but that seems like a real that. That's your 4-hour work week. Like you outsource everything, and then it's just something that just does money on on top of everything.
But you have to have enough meat on the bone, right, to make it worth your time.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing 4 hours a week, right? Like it depends, and I don't know. For me, I just I like the margins of RA too much to want to do OA to prep. because it's like way better.
It's way better.
Like way better.
Yeah.
So it, like, I totally get why people do it and all that, but to do $1 million in sales for $100,000 in profit, to me, is just not. It's not worth it.
I think I hear you, but also, like, think about the difference of, like, if you didn't have to go to the stores and you just did, like, I don't know, I guess there's a whole bunch of factors. I guess my biggest hot take is just, like, just be prepared to work a lot more than you think. There's like a lot more that goes into everything, and I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to rethink my hot take before I say it, because I think I probably said it wrong. But don't glamorize or rush like making some big change to go do reselling full time. Like, it's a cool thing, no doubt, and there's lots and lots of good things, and like, you could go on and on about the good things. But also, like, if you don't run it, here's my hot take: if you don't run it like a business, it's just gonna be like a job, like, just,
and you're gonna hate it.
Just clocking in to drive for Uber, or clocking in to, sell insurance or whatever, whatever that is. Like, it's just gonna turn into that. So like thinking of it like a business, like, what makes sense? If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. So as you can see, I'm still working through all my my stuff. So anyways,
it's nothing wrong with that, man. Like, you're doing what your heart's telling you to do is right now. Like, I don't fault you for that.
I appreciate it. I do have some people on Instagram that are just loving me talking about some of this. So that's another story.
Well, you're being sarcastic with that, right?
No. People are messaging. Like, I had this one girl. She said, "Glad to see you finally realize that reselling isn't valid for a career path or something like that." And then, nice. Some of the other, like, I don't know. People on social media can be,
kind of mean.
Yeah, like that. Being, like, kind of funny about it is one thing, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, for anyone that got on live, we were supposed to have a guest tonight, and I didn't deliver on the guest. So hopefully next week
Shame.
we can do that.
How dare you?
Well, shoot, we got a few more minutes. Anybody else have questions for us, or anything specific? Let's see. What's AJ say? Maybe oversized. Yeah, my shipment was oversized.
How's your eBay been since you're putting a few more things back on there?
It's been good. That's my hot take. eBay is still super viable. Like, when you start talking about selling stuff on eBay, all of the Amazon bullcrap kind of goes away. You don't have to have a receipt. You don't. Obviously, there's
well.
Yeah, but like, if you don't have the dagger hanging over you constantly all the time with every item. If you're selling something as new, you should probably, I don't know what the rules are, but if I have something that's in new condition, shrink wrapped, whatever, I'm going to list it as new. And, you don't hear as much about the negative stuff. Somebody's going to put a montage of me, because I talked so much crap about eBay before. But, if you're willing to, like, thrift, like, you can buy stuff for literally $1 and then sell it for, $20, $30, and that's a cool way to make money. Like, I think being a picker is more fun to me than being a RA or OA guy for Amazon or Walmart. Like, it's thrilling. Like, I posted.
It's not so cut and dry either, right? Like, there's nuance to picking good products for eBay.
And if you're good, like, you can find really good, like, that Macallan box that I bought for 10, and I sold it for 45 plus shipping, and it sold in a couple of days. Like, I bought that from an eBay seller who has a flea market. He had all that stuff at his flea market, and like, he never even looked to, and I undersold. Like, there were, recent comps for more than that, so.
You just wanted that quick dollar.
Yeah, I'm just trying to flip crap.
With AI listing tools are coming out like crazy too. I don't know if you keep up on top of any of that. Tech and Sports has released one. You get 50 cents a listing for it to do it, and it does everything. Like, it gives you keyword heavy titles, description,
Interesting.
all the item specifics. All you do is upload photos, so it's pretty cool. For me personally, and for what we do, 50 cents is too expensive. There's another one that a few other people are promoting, and it's like 7 cents a listing at the mid tier and 3 cents at the high tier. So we're hoping it's going to be something good, but we don't know because it's not out yet. But Tech and Sports is out. It's live.
Interesting.
It's kind of cool.
So you take pictures of your stamps or whatever you're selling, and then you submit it, and then it creates a draft inside your eBay. You go, no.
So you take your photos, you upload it into the program, you assign it a SKU, and you do that for every one of your photos. So say you take 7 photos, you're going to highlight all 7, it's going to SKU it, and then you hit whatever, and then those disappear from the screen, and then it like feeds your photos, and then you're adding SKUs, and then you go to the next page, and then it's all of your photos, and then you hit like generate listings, and then it populates all of your listings, and it puts it in the right categories and everything.
Interesting.
It's crazy. And then you hit publish, and then it pushes them to eBay with your photos.
That's fantastic. I used to back when I was doing eBay before. We paid a person $2 per listing, and they did everything start to finish on it. And then before that, I took all the pictures, and we sent one file to a lady. Her name was Saba, and she was in Pakistan. And I loved her so much. Saba, going back and forth with her was so much fun. But we paid her, a VA salary to just create the listings one by one and do all that. Which would be still more expensive than 50 cents a unit. So
yeah, and with his software, you could pay somebody to take photos.
Yeah,
give them 8 hours a day, take 30,000 photos or whatever, and just go to town making listings.
If you don't suck at sourcing and you actually list, the cash flow on eBay is amazing. Like, yeah, it's like,
really good.
It's really like that I've already been paid for that Macallan box. Like, for Amazon, if I sold something, even if
like
you
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
yeah, even if it was 50% ROI, or say 100% ROI, there's leads. I see leads every day with 100% plus ROI. I sell it, and then I get my money back, and then it's then it sells, and then I'm charged for the shipping immediately, I think, and then
yes.
Yeah, and then they kind of think about it, and then they go and invest my money, and then they take it to Vegas or somewhere, and then 2, 3, 4 weeks later they pay it out maybe. With eBay, like it's amazing. Like, it's really cool. Like, that model is working for us. Like, cash flow wise, that's working. I've even thought about if I could find some bigger sellers, like you guys, or shoe sellers would be good. All of their returns, I would do 50% consignment with them. I wouldn't have any cost in the shoe. I handle everything with list it. Like, you could scale a business like that. And like, there's
that would be good for somebody like
Sadiq,
who has like a prep center.
Yeah.
Situation, right? So, who's the guy? Charles.
Oh, Leslie. No.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his wife's name. Or maybe that's it. Yeah.
The
Network prep guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Chaz.
They did. Chaz, there we
Yeah.
go. I knew we'd get there soon. I'm pretty sure he did eBay for your returns and stuff like that. And something like this would be really cool for that, because you could bake the cost of doing it into the fee you charge the customer.
Yeah.
And then, like, it costs you nothing to list it because you're already charging the customer for that.
Interesting.
And that could be something really good for whatever. And then you, like, do a commission split or whatever for their stuff. Like that, stuff like that. This AI listing software. And I actually linked to both of the ones I'm talking about in the chat. So
cool. That'll help somebody, I bet.
Maybe. So it is the thought, you know what I mean? Like, if you could be a prep center person and take advantage of AI listing and potentially do really well, and it fits right into what you're talking about, you know, hooking together with, you know, a shoe seller or whatever, and make some money.
Yeah, and they don't want to list it. Like, you talk to a big OA to prep, you know, shoe reseller that's flipping Hokas or, you know, or whatever, like, they're like, I am not listing this crap on eBay. You know,
especially if they're high volume, right?
Yeah.
They're hands off anyway. They're OE to prep. They don't touch it anyway, right? So
hey, all I'd have to do is get somebody like that. They would just move their return address to my address, and then as it comes in, I process. You know, that could be a good. I don't think that I'm gonna have any problem finding inventory, and that's like a really beautiful thing with eBay too. Is like. That's not the problem. Like, there's so much. The problem is getting a good listing up and being disciplined to work the stuff as it comes in. Don't get backed up, and price it, you know, in a realistic way. You know, like people you know, like that McAllen box. Since we've already talked about it, I'll bring it up again. I bought it for 10. I looked. There, you know, multiple solds that are, you know, pretty good.
Was it McAllen 45,
right? McAllen 25.
25.
Yeah, and hold on, I'll pull up my thing. Yeah, so I got it for $10. And by the way, it was the only reason I got it. My kid wanted the poker set that he had inside of it, and so it's literally my kid got the poker set for free. And I was like, well, you know, I'll resell the box. And
a McAllen 25 Scotch whiskey wooden box just sold for $100.
Yeah,
in April.
So it sold for there's another sold too that was more recent, but like I saw it and I'm like, these are worth something. Like, I think there's one listed for $140, but you know, 10 into 49 is real exciting to me, especially a quick flip. And
there's one listed for $250 right now.
Oh no, we're having one of those moments. We're having one of those moments like a few weeks ago. Yeah, so like it's a good product, you know. And anyways, price it correctly.
June 11th sold for $100.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop looking at it. Stop. Okay, you're hurting my feelings now. Now, my tail is no longer wagging.
No, it's still a good flip, right?
It's amazing.
You know, yeah. $20 with very little effort.
Yeah.
But imagine using, you know, this software and doing, you know, 10 times the listings you used to do with a quarter to an eighth of the effort, right? Like, could be something there.
Yeah, I think people get overwhelmed with storing it too. So I think listing it is an overwhelming part, and then storing it, because you can't FBA, you know, eBay one-off crap.
Which is why WFS is great, right? We push, you know, all of our, you know, 10 boxes a week, or they're gone, they're out of our warehouse, right? And back when we were in the house, like, you know, the whole back room was eBay inventory. Right. It was like eight racks of things, you know, for 5,000 item store, which now we only have 2 racks dedicated, and it's like 6,000 units, but it's because it's all paper.
Yep.
There's, you know, this big, you know, postcards. So.
Yeah. It just grows as it grows. Like, however big it gets, that's how big it's going to be.
It's 10 listings a day of postcards. That's it. That's how big as it grows, and whatever returns that have good sell-through. And we started doing a little more thrifting estate sale stuff, so, you know, it grows a little bit every week. But I literally purged the store and condensed 12 bins into 4.
Nice.
And like I got rid of like maybe 2 bins worth of like 2-year-old inventory. So
yeah,
it's all about just shifting. And like we're finding some stuff retail arbitrage too. Like there's some cosmetics that, you know, when they're on clearance, they're probably discontinued. People like them, you know. Spend $1 here and there to make, you know, 10.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Well, it's been a good talk. It's a good podcast. We'll leave it at that. Any quick questions? Y'all throw it in there. Flip says, eBay next day payouts are king. Yeah, it's like that's amazing. Like for cash flow, like if you just wanted to go from 0 to, you know, whatever number you're thinking for your salary, like just source, you know, really
great part-time vibes too, right? Like do it on the weekends, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. I also think WFS is gonna be big. Like I think like it'll be big for my operation. Like we have a whole bunch of crap that's just kind of been floating around. We had it listed FBM for a long time. Now we're sending it in, and we'll see. You know, like we've already seen an uptick from.
I've been preaching it forever. You don't listen to me though. So.
Well, I mean, maybe I do listen to you. I said eBay's terrible. You said eBay's all right. You should do some of it. I said Walmart FBM is amazing. You said no, it's not. And now look at me. I'm doing Amazon FBM.
You just want to experience it. You want to you feel the need to experience the negatives before you make your decision.
Yeah.
I feel like. And
I think that's a nice way of you saying that I'm dumb. I think you just...
I didn't say it. All right.
All right. Episode 16, everybody. We'll be
like,
here.
Share, subscribe.
Same time next week. Yes,
we
please
have 50
subscribe.
Subscribers now.
Do we have 50? Did we hit 50?
We hit 50.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, your internet's going out.
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to look this up. I don't believe you. Did we hit 50? Now we got to start talking about hitting 100.